back in the times, they was teach to measure. A bushel of corn was all this to weigh. Now you could get on it was 56 pounds of the bushel. And it's what it is yet. But they weigh it by the hundreds where they sell corn in the mold. And the cobs, I believe, weighed, they figured it, 2 bushel in the year was supposed to, now you could get it to measure shell of bush, shell corn. And they figured the cobs anymore weighing it, I believe weighs about 14 pounds to a bushel.
Well, Chase don't care for you as a telling grandfather's tales, does he?
Mm-mm. I know he don't care for my telling them.
I got thinking, well, not do.
It was that there, like I said, you know,
making a book or
making a book or a record, reselling it, you know. No, he don't
Well,
care.
see, that's advertising stuff right too.
Well, it was put out for people to tell it. He couldn't have nothing to do in there. That's what it's fixed for. Was to tell it individual and teach it. But not to recopyright it unless it's his permission, you know. Unless they could change it enough, you know, now words. I learned that, you know, if you can change enough words, ain't no backing by it.
I wonder if he hadn't gone to you
Hmm?
It's a wonder if he hadn't gone to you making that record.
Making the record,
Yeah.
he couldn't. It was told in the old way till he had nothing of it. I had enough words in there to, he couldn't bother me. See, that copywriting, he told me of the words, but I forgot. It's hard, you have to know what. Well, now your Bible was wrote like that. You know. He is the one that told me about the Bible. See, us people in this mountain, and a lot won't believe me yet about the Bible. It was wrote like that. One man would write his part and another can't bother or go above his unless he can get enough words from that. It ain't no use to write it no more if it sounds like it. You see your school book and that. See, it sounds like that's in that book. The law won't allow you to rewrite, and ain't nothing you have to change enough words to make a different sentence. Sound different from that writing there. If you can change enough words, you can go right on with it. But I come on him one time down yonder when he stayed in his cabin. Where he built his cabinet down yonder. And see, Noah got his truck. I bought a half a crop of, bought a rented crop of backer, bought that feller's hay and graded it and couldn't get nobody to haul it to Boone. And I happened to think of Richard, and I went, and it was before daylight. And I hollered him out, and he's in his underwear. And he was getting up in years, and he spoke Pierre to me. He said, Ray, he said, who are you? I said, it's Ray. This is Ray Hicks, your friend. He said, what are you down here hollering an old man out like me this time of morning? Richard, I want to speak to you. Well, he says, come on in, and he put his clothes on, fixed us a cup of coffee on his fire rack he had in there. We had his chimney swung. Now that's a good way to build a chimney. Gosh, I wish I had me one like it, a good hay. Swing your chimney up to your ceiling and just build your platform in and lay your wood on it like it is outdoors. And it won't get a bit of smoke in your house.
Just go straight up into the chimney.
Yeah, it just draws up through that chimney. He swung it on 2 limbs, had it be and had him a platform built there where we could cook on it and lay wood on it 4 and 5 foot long. And that blaze would go up and got all the heat, got most of the heat, cause a chimney that's built down low sucks your heat up. And so that blaze going up that high, it put the heat out in the house, and he'd warm that house cabinet up like steam heat, all through.
In no time.
In no time. You know, not much wood, didn't burn much wood. And I had Richard talking during COVID. I bought a half a crop of backer up here, and I can't get nobody to haul it. They're all busy. And the one that's a hauling with the backer charge is busy. And I'm up again. Looks right. Well, he says, I come and thought, you might haul it. Well, he said, my seats in my truck to haul them boys, children. He said it's so much trouble to take them out. Benches in there. He had it fixed kind of like a school bus, you know, to haul them in. Well, if it's that there wouldn't work. And directly I started Lee said, now Ray, I've loaned it to some that let me down. And I've old and crippled up in my heel. I can't do it back myself. And he said they told me that they'd take them out and put them back, and said they brought my truck back and slipped off and didn't put them back. Well, he said, now if you'll promise me. Well, now Richard, I won't do nobody like that. If I take your seats out, all the way I didn't put them back as not be able when I got back something hit me, and then I'd try to get somebody else to put them back if I could. Well, he says go down there and take them out, and I took them out. It's a covered truck, baby. I took them out and hauled the backer over there and brought his truck back. It had over half a tank of gas in it, but about 3/4 tank. And I put $2 worth in it, filled it. And I got back, took it back up and put the seats in it. Now, Richard, what do I owe you for the truck? I put $2 worth of gas in it. He said, what did you put gas in it for? I said, I wanted to be reasonable. He said, gosh, I didn't want you to put none in it. He said, it's nearly a full tank. Yeah, it was right on, was 3/4 when I left. I just hit $2 worth. Filled it. He said, nothing you owe me. He said, that's what my job is. Just to help people that's in need. He said, that's why I didn't want you to put no gas in it. He said, I ain't got no money to give you the $2 back. He said, I don't want to write a check back first. But he gave me something out of that. He said, my job is to help people, young people and all. Help them in time of need, handicapped. But that's what my truck's for. Through with my job, and the people I run my job, is to help. Well, I said, Richard, I've always, from a boy up, tried to do my part if I could, to help if I could, able. And I got his seats put back, come on home. No, he had another little job in there. Something in his house he wanted me to help lift. I forget what that. Help him move his cabin. I hope fix it. And you had a few used shoes there. Clothes, I believe you gave him. And I carried them a piece. It was pretty heavy. I told him that I didn't want to carry them home. He said, I believe it'd make it. And I carried them up the top of that mountain, put them under a shelter rock, and took the children And went back there in McCall. I got them in here, went up there and got them and put them in McCall. And I told him that I didn't carry that stuff home, I put it under a sheltered rock. Left it, lies down in there, and a day or two in my car and brought it home. That was killing me to carry it and me give out. Sick anyhow. And I was by that again and stopped and fixed me a cup of coffee. He wants you to call him. I like Dick Chay. He treated me good.
Mm-hmm.
But now others has got it different. Now I think the world, he don't want you to call him Richard. He wants you to call him.
Sometimes I can kill him.
He wants you to call him Dick Chay.
He made me the maddest sometimes.
Man, you had to look over people like I'd seen them. He was getting up in age, and the Bible said once the man, twice the child.
Everybody look over him now. I don't.
You have to look over older people like
I
that.
don't see him too often.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Some was gets
Most time you come here, he's wanting a visit.
gets down worse than others, you know.
Yeah.
Some will go on pretty good, and some is hard to get along with if you pay any attention. And I looked over him and all that stuff. He didn't mean that. You'd think he was when he'd speak it, but how he spoke it, he just humble as any man could be. Heck,
I know one time I went to the door and he acted like I wasn't nobody. What
And-
made me mad?
well, he'd
I don't
do
know how
that.
it was. I don't know how he
He'd
spoke.
do that to try to find Yale, I think.
It went all over me. I wouldn't fit him too good that day.
See what kind of person you was. And so I was sitting drinking my coffee, and I looked, and his paper all over the floor. Printing, you had a typewriter. I did, that's what you were doing, printing and all this paper, it's all over the floor. He says, I'm trying to change a jack tape. That was another copyright. See, he's copyrighted them books about the 13th time now. Now, I had one of his first ones. That's the one I wanted to keep. My sister, he gave everyone one that told the tale in that first book. But my sister's got one tale in the first book he was feed, copyright.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Hicks. Anna Preston. She's a Hicks before she married Vance Preston. Anna Preston's got the Brother Dixon in the first.
Brother Dixon.
Brother Dick. Anna Preston. And that was my sister. So he gave everyone a book that had a tale in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave that one down here to my grandfather, Abe. And they young ones tore it up. And I had the Anna here good. She let me have it to keep a while, and they come got it back, and they destroyed it here. I'd have had it if they'd let me keep it. Well, that's the book I'd like to have. They was in it hit the way they used to tell.
You don't have that anymore?
Huh. Well, they's copyrighted on up the 13th time, and that changed them all the time. The words in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had them pretty close. They'd still put some words in. You know, they had to take out all that bad words. See, my grandfather told one time that he couldn't hew down. It was so rough words that he couldn't hew it down to get it in the book. About Jack.
Which
the
one
tumble,
was
the
that?
tumble-turd one.
Tumble-turd?
Yeah, tumble-turd. You know any of it?
Don't think so.
I didn't like it. Tumble-turd one. You know what them bugs that they always call in the mountain tumble-turd? You see them there.
Yeah.
Rolls the cow manure.
Mm-hmm.
Jack got into that. I did know a little of it, but I forgot. Now it would have been a good one to tell in college students where they've grown, you know, mean.
Yeah.
God. Like they want them rough anymore for these. They want them rough anymore for them bought with get them just all in there and start telling. I'd give anything if I was able to load that and get me a bunch of these and get to tell it to them like it won't anymore. So that tumble turd one. Yeah, it was a tough one, boy, on Jack, the way he come through that. There's a woman in that he come through and used them bugs through her. I forget how he used the bugs in it. So through some way or another it was either he had to use tumble turd bugs to come out. And it was a good, but it's rough, and so he had to. They had to take all that out of it. Now Richard didn't do all that himself. He had all them others help him enough. Richard did. He couldn't. He had to go through all that in there to do that through the law. And he had to pay for all of the floor. And I said, "What are you doing, Dick? With all this paper here?" He said, "I'm trying to change a jack." He said, "I was trying to change a jack tape." I said, "Which one you trying to change?" He said, "Jack and the Giant." And you know in his book, in the book that he put out, and I believe that was in the first year, and it was in the book that Jack, on the twin giant, that Jack went across a brook, and Jack was always picking up something. He didn't know what he needed or not. He just
Picked up rock.
had a knack to pick up rock or a lot of different curious looking stuff, and come through this brook, and he caught himself picking up them pretty rock out of the brook. He put them in his little ragged pocket. And he got on down that hill and he'd killed, chopped the first and two heads off. He got on down the hill and see the two twins are coming with 4 heads apiece. And he running a hollered log beside their haul road. Well, he didn't want them to clear that grave. The king's land, but the giants had so big it whooped them out and took it if it was his land. Whooped all of them out. Burning wood off of it and carrying it in big bundles. They cut down a big tree and load it on their shoulder. They didn't have to cut it up in blocks or drag it in with a steer. They just load the big timber on their shoulder and go in with it to the house. And Jack dived in that log, run in it to hide from them. Knowed he had it. So they come on up, and before he'd fooled the oven up, his head's chopped off and gone. And they prayed there, hollering a while, "Poor old brother, poor old brother." Said, "Wonder who could have done this?" Said he could have handled 100 anglers. Bare hand. And said, "Who would have had enough strength to done that to our brother?" Well, they says, "I ain't no use to mourn over," and one more said, "Just well carry his body down to the house and have a setting up." And so Jack was hitting that log, trembling in there with his heart beating up in his knee. While they was doing all that, waiting to see how it come out. And they got down with the dead brother carrying him, his body. One happened to speak to the twin and said, hold it a minute, brother." He says, "We ain't got no firewood to the house. He said, it's going to be pretty chilly tonight, setting up with his body to have a funeral tomorrow." He said, "Here's a good handy old big hollered log." Said, "We'll just take it in for wood." And Jack was in. They didn't know. And so they took some took some, stripped off, cut some withes and twisted them. Withes now is the way they always told it, but now that wasn't in the book and it ain't used.
What is
Withes. That's a mountain name. I'll tell you direct. Withes. They twisted some withes and tied the body on the log, across the log. And one got one end of it, one the other. There they was a carrying Jack in there. And he didn't know, they didn't know he was in there, and Jack eased through the log and see the front, one of them's head, right to the end of the log, and back was carrying the log right on the pone of they had such a big pone back here like a big ox, till they just laid the logs on their pone of their neck. The giants did. They didn't carry it on their shoulders. They carried it right there just like a yoke worked from the ox, and laid the log there. And the holler was so big till Jack could dang die. If he'd have wanted to, could have jumped outside of his head and got away through the holler of the log. And so he got there and he happened to think he had them rock in his pocket. And so he went back, looked at the back, peeped in at it. And he had his on his shoulder, kind of being behind. He couldn't lay it on that pone in the front and had the log on the pone in his neck, and the one on the back had to put it on his shoulder because he couldn't. No, he was carrying his on his breast. That's right, he was carrying his on his breast. His breast had such a chest on him till that log laid right there. Had a shelf in his chest, pone out here, and the log laid there, and Jack peeked around at his head, and so it struck him about the rock, and he run back to the front, picked out a rock, struck that one hit on the burr of the year. Now, burr, you know what that is? That burr of the year. That hurts, you know. The sting gate.
Yeah.
And Jack struck him there on the burr of the year. He hollered. He said, "Brother," he said, "you hit me on the burr of the year," and said it hurt like hell. That's the way he put it. He said it hurt like hell. And so he run back and eased back and struck that and it. He hollered up and he said, "Yeah, you struck me with one in the burr of the year, and it hurt like hell." And he eased back to the front and picked out a sharper one and tried to strike him right in the same place because it got tangled, getting a little sore. And he said, "Hell," he said, "you struck me again. It hurt twice as bad it did the first time." And said, "You strike me again, and we'll see who's the best man." And Jack went back and struck the other, and he said that and said, "Yeah, you hit me, it hurt twice as bad." And he throwed the log, and the dead brother tied on it. They locked up and said he'd peep out of the log, and they fit so hard, and them so big and stout they'd knock down a great big sack, a rolling one nut, and a grunt. And said the grunt would jack twigs out of trees. The grunt of them would jack pretty big limbs out of them trees and fall down. Just the grunt. It went so big, jarred like daddy by. And directly one, he kept peeping, and one to give out, and their tongues would have all them 8 heads of hanging out, gaping for breath. And Lane couldn't whoop the other, and just laying there pain. He jumped out with his Tommy hatchet, chopped all 8 heads off, carried all that eated. And so he carried all that eating. Had it was 100 guineas a head, but they put it $100. It was 100 guineas a head. And what they called 100 guineas back then was in the time a steer would have brought about $20 or 15, and they named it 100 guineas. 100 guineas meant about $20 bill. They called a $20 bill 100 guineas in their trade. 100 guineas. And that made the county in our time would have been $20 a head, a giant head. Well, that made him $180. Let's see, five 20s was 100, 6, 7, 8, but $160 for the two twins head. And $40 for the one that was tied on the wall, two heads on him. And so that made even 200 guineas would have been, would have counted $200 in our time. Would have been $200 for the 10 hay. $200 then. And so he come back up, and the old dad giant, he had 2 hay. The old dad giant, they'd been so long, they hadn't come back. He'd got uneasy. Something had happened. At the 3, all of his 3 boys was gone and hadn't showed up. It was getting late and needed some wood. The wood was gone. They hadn't come in and they hadn't been doing that. And so his wife, her mother his wife got uneasy and said, "You better go see what's happened to them boys." Said they ain't come in the wood, and said they ain't been usually doing that. And so the old dad giant got up there. Jack had waited around so long, he got nervous. And he just a pranking. I wondered what would go on, what would come to him direct. He'd done laid 3 eggs. And 3 giants was done out, and what he reckoned he was going to live it through. And he was a pranking around in the woods. Finally he got out and was just walking along the hog road. And he looked and just wasn't paying no attention, and looked, and he's right on the dad giant, just in 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 feet of him. And the old dad giant said, "Ha!" He said, "You the little devil, it's done something to my boy." Jack just said, yeah, hold it, man. He said, "Oh God, hold it. He said, "Your boys is too quick to speed to throw a man off." And he said, "You going to do that?" He said, "Be quiet, talk good, Tom." Jack says, "Now I'm a man you have to talk easy with to pull him in, so don't get so furious on me. Quick, to get me flew off." He said, "That's what caused me to kill your boys." He said, "They flew on me and going to get me so quick." He said, "You going to happen the same way if you don't hold your tongue a little." And the old dad giant just cooled right down, just a trend. "Oh, I didn't know that." Said, "Please look over." Talked around a while. He said, "Well, now you killed my 3 boys." And he said, "Would you help me, or would you go with me to the house and sit up with them tonight?" And so the old dad giant just flipped one of them across his shoulder and hit it on there and caught the 2 of them one under each arm, the bite. Took them on down to the house. And He left Jack outside, and Jack eased up to the corner of the building. Log build, big log, be a big one with a giant, big timber log. Jack eased up to the corner to listen to see what they were saying. When he listened, his wife was singing now, said, well, that little weaselly thing out there, he said he's skinny and bone. He said, our boys, God, said, could have chewed him up at one bite in their mouth, ground their bones to make her breathe. And he said, I believe you want to check his strength out. He said, I just don't believe he can do all that. And so he had the giant had two old big pagans, they called it, in the new way of telling the tale. Pigeons, it pronounces a pagan. That's a wooden bucket. But now people call them wooden buckets with a straight, if you call it the way they told it to tell, a wooden bucket. The old giant had two wooden buckets that held 5 bushel apiece of water or anything you carried in. 5 bushel apiece. And water's heavy, you know, and if you dipped up 10 bushel of water, it'd take a man to carry it. One bucket in the bucket. And Jack knowed that when he come out with them, Jack had left, and he come out with them. And when he set the buckets down, Jack knowed he couldn't move one of the buckets. That he couldn't carry one of the buckets, let alone any water in. And old Dad Giant just picked them up, one in each, had one in each hand, and come by Jack and said, Jack, said, my old lady wants you to go with me out to the creek. Said to get some wash water, said that she's going to have to wash. He said, I don't have to carry but about 2 buckets for a washing, 10 bushels. He said 10 bushels have water left at one load. And so Jack followed him on out to the creek. The old giant, Dad Giant, was over dipping his bucket up. And Jack was sitting there, and he knew he couldn't even turn the bucket over to dip it full of water and get it out of the creek. Couldn't even lift the bucket. And old Dad Giant was dipping his nut, and his back kind of turned toward Jack and looked around. Now he got it out of the creek. Jack was rolling his sleeves up. Rolling his sleeves up, humped over, with his hands coming under the water. And old Dad Giant looked and he said, what's wrong? He said, well, the creek gets far from the house, and your old lady are getting stumbling on her feet kind, and ain't able to carry water. He said, I don't waste my strength there to carry a little old puny bucket full of water like that. He said, I'm going to carry the darn creek to the house. And he said, oh. He said, don't do that. He said, my old lady's got plums in her feet, and he said, I'll go carry it, let it run through the yard, so she can just step out, dip the water up anytime she needs. He said, she's stumbling on her feet, and she'll fall and get drowned in. He said, God, don't do that. Got back. He went into the water, and he listened again. He said, you know, said, you can get it found out? He said, no. He said, I like not got that little devil stopped from carrying the creek to the house. He said, oh my God, it's good you got him stopped. He said, she says, I wouldn't have had that run through the yard for no amount of money. He said, I'd get drowned in. Well, Jack listened. He studied a while. And Houghton Frank, he said, oh, He said, she says, there's your crowbar game. Giant, he had a crowbar that weighed 1,000 pounds. Steel crowbar at him and his boys built fence with, handled stuff with it. And it weighed 1,000 pounds. Him and his boys had been playing a game, but pitching it 10 feet and 20 feet to one another to keep their muscles built up and play a game with that 1,000-pound crowbar. And so he come back out and Jack had list. No. He said, Jack, he said, now you kill my boys. And I ain't got them to play my crowbar game. He said, I decided me and you to have a game. Jack says, okay. Went on out. He measured off the feet, or the way they played the game, 10 feet at a piece. And the old giant, Dad Giant, pitched it first to Jack on the front, and him to pitch it back to see who fell back of the inches on the piece or go over. It was a strength checking game with that 1,000-pound pitching crowbar. And Jack knowed it stowed up in the ground 3 or 4 feet, and he knowed that he couldn't even get it out of the ground. It was sticking there. It was stuck in the ground when he pitched it. He went up to it, put his hand on it, and gave him the holler. Hey, Uncle. Hey, Uncle. He says, who are you? You're calling me Uncle? He said, if I knowed I was your uncle, I'd quit. Because I'm not your uncle. And don't want to be. And Jack says, I ain't a-talking to you. Said, but Dad, I ain't a-talking to you. Well, he said, who in the devil else is around here? He says, I'm a-talking to my uncle over in West Virginia, which is about 100 miles from here. He said, he runs a blacksmith shop, and said the last time I was over there, he was case of steel, building horseshoes and making wagon tires, fixing wagon wheels, and building ground. And said, I'm going to pitch it to my uncle and hope he ain't in the blacksmith shop. He said, I could knock it in on you. He says, he says, don't do that. He said, I couldn't need that. He said, don't do that. He said, if you can't pitch it back to me, just leave it where it's at. Well, Jack says, now I don't waste my strength unless I'm doing something. Getting it done. Of course he does. Well, he went back that time. He went in, he said, did you find out anything? He said, find out. He said, I come in one. He said, I like not got that little devil to quit. He said, I come in one losing my crowbar. He's going to pitch it into West Virginia, 100 miles from here to his uncle on a blacksmith shop running. She said, oh my God. He said, what will we do? So Jack listened to call the house. So he says, I'm going to turn it over to you. Said, you can get him tonight. Or in the morning, we'll eat him for breakfast. So they put him in the little back room to sleep, Jack. Next morning, she come in and said, wake up, Jack-a-boy, wake up, Jack-a-boy. Said, you killed my boys, and said, I want to comb your hair, wash you for breakfast, just like I always did them. Said, going to treat you just like one of the children. Said, you feel with me just like one of the children. And Jack got up, and she'd fixed a rack in there, a table of a thing. Side of the old big pot they had with the water cooking for her to knocked Jack off easy, fooled him up. So she said, now I always, right here, they have to set up on this towards the fire so I can wash. He said, I always set them here and so could comb their hair and wash them for breakfast. Jack, he done here, they're playing about fixing that to corner of the house. He'd jump up on it with his setter, with his little bony hind end, and he'd turn opposite from the fire pot. He'd turn opposite. She'd say, turn this way, Jack boy, turn this way. He'd turn another way a little, and she'd say, you just don't understand what I mean. I don't believe. Kept on a little more. And she said, get down. So let me show you how to say. And so she got up on it towards the pot, and all Jack could do to take a run ago, with all of his strength, he gave her a tilt, and she went in head foremost in the pot. And her body was so big it run all the water out in the fire. It took all the pot up and run the water out in the fire and out it hit and he chunked it back up and gathered the lid on it. Just barely could handle the pot lid handle, the piece of steel to handle the lid with. He just barely could handle it. Surprised that big, get that pot lid on and the water burnt out, steamed out. And the old dad Jack come in at the door, smelled it, and Jack run back in the room he slept in, and he went back in there. And old dad Jack come in and said, hey, old woman, he said, I believe Jack's a burning. He's a burning, he's a baking. And Jack run out and he said, yeah. He said, I'm a baking. He said, pray, you kill my boys. And now it's me left. He said, what are you going to do with me? He says, I ain't going to do nothing with you. He said, the kings are sending an army of me, and ain't are you. He said, oh God. He said, I've got a trunk full of gold. A trunk full of gold. He said, if you can help me escape, he says, I'll give you that trunk full of gold. And Jack had just made all that up. King hadn't told him nothing. So Jack run out. He had he put the giant in an old big trunk. He had in the room in there, a big trunk. And so he run out and beat the house with a club and around and hollered, now men, go back. He could change his voice, Jack could. He'd holler a voice of 10 or 20 men and hit with that club, and his voice would go inside. And the old giant would hear it with him throwing it that way like the other meetings. And then his voice, he'd change it, tell him to go back. He'd say, go back, when he'd speak. Go back, man, I've done got shit of the giant. Go back. So he done that a while, and he went in the kitchen with the club and beat all the dishes up and hollered and changed his voice and said, that giant got so dang nervous in that trunk, I thinking them men had him to the trunk would walk over the floor with him a trembling in it, thinking he had it. He said directly he talked all that and beat out like, and said, don't beat his dishes, don't beat them dishes up. He said, I've done got the giants over with. Don't do that. He used to beat them dishes up, and he just pound down with his club and lay another bunch to make it break and rap. And directly he figured acted out. He got him talked out of it and let him out. He gave him that trunk of gold. And he took him down to the depot of the nearest little old train depot, took him to it, got him there, and put him on the train and shipped him out. As he shipped him out,